It's playoff time. Playoffs! And we couldn't be happier on Face Off Hockey Show. This week we'll talk about the playoffs. We'll have our fun. We have the cookies. We have our coins. We just need our things. We'll also talk about the moves in the All-Star game, some firings happening or off firing, and of course the 200-point swing. All that and more. It's Face Off Hockey Show right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. What? With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway. Hey, shoot There we go.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Well, I know we did this bit a few weeks ago. It's worth doing again. Welcome to Face Off Hockey Show, by the way. I'm Scotty Waz. Johnny P is there with you, doing on the ones and twos. Johnny, I found probably the most egregious thing ever in the NHLshop.com.
Yes. I love it.
The 2016 NHL Awards Vegas t-shirt for $32 still. It's a 2-year-old t-shirt. They're selling for $32. And the award that's on the top is the Mark Messier Leadership Award. Because, sure.
Well, I mean, that just beats out the NHL Foundation Award.
Yeah, it's true. And all the other awards that actually mean something.
I mean, you can see how much people give a shit about the heart. It's on the bottom.
Right, exactly. So, there you go. If you want this to be yours, $32 on shop.nhl.com.
I wonder if the weirder part is so that it looks like they're trying to make that look like a trophy, right? So I almost wonder the weirder part is why, and secondly, like, how did you even find that?
It was on an email thing that I saw. It has like an email. There's an email gimmick where they'd send it out and said, "Hey, you have a last chance, 20% off orders," and this apparently loaded up in my "Hey, you must see this" kind of thing.
Last chance, huh? Wow.
I guess. Well, that's like final hours for the 20% off orders over $50. So oddly enough, all sizes available up to 5X.
I'm going to say this.
Please do.
If you listen to the show,
I hope
you bought this t-shirt, let us know because you're going to be on the show.
Yeah, we have to. We have to get you on the show. And we might get you a new t-shirt. Something that's not as douchey. And tell us the reason.
And what about the what was it? The 2016 Florida draft where it looked like it was the old draft?
Yeah. That was an interesting one too. I don't know what NHL does.
What was wrong with 2016?
Nothing. I don't think.
NHL had issues.
Well, when don't they have issues? I guess is the question.
True.
Johnny, what's that?
Ratings are down.
Yeah, well, not a shock. We'll wait for Mark with the C to come on. We have a guest, his boy Danny, the Devils fan. We'll be talking some Devils with us.
Danny, the Devils fan. I love alliteration.
Hey, we got Danny, Devils fan, called in for False Church. What you got? Come on, fucking call-in show for these douchebags.
I guarantee you, I will bet money right now that Danny shows up at 7:30 and Mark shows up closer to 8.
We'll get a text from Mark. Listen, I got some things. I'll be on at 8 o'clock.
We're like, your boy's already on, though.
I know. We're stuck with his friend.
What are we supposed to talk to him about?
God, I love Danny and his insight. He's one of the better people we know. But Mark books this guy, and then, oh, guys, I'm not going to show up. Fuck.
This is why I'm the producer to the stars.
Exactly. Speaking of which, what'd you do this weekend there, producer to the stars?
The weighted blanket's good.
That's good.
It's nice. It's gotten me more deep sleep than normal. I think it was earlier this week. I slept 9 hours and had 4 hours of deep sleep.
Jesus.
Yeah, right? It's
In a
amazing,
row?
isn't it? Well, I mean, not in a row, just throughout the night, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
But it feels good. It's a nice heavy weighted thingy, jobber. People should try it. Anybody that wants to sleep in my bed, come on over.
Especially the guys.
Between that and the new foam mattress, wow.
Look at you.
And the salt lamp. Whew, I don't know how
Jesus.
anything other than sleeping goes on in that room.
You are basically in the ladies' man's freaking house.
Yeah,
How about
my house is going to be kicking soon when I finish the basement on year 6 of a 2-year rebuild. What else? What else occurred this week? Went to Caps game, Caps Devils on Saturday night.
Hey.
That was fun. Good times had by all. We saw Mark. Mark was out and
What?
about.
Did he have the
Yeah.
child?
No. He was left at home with my parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We saw Adam McClure. Adam
Hmm.
McClure is putting on weight. It's fantastic.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Yeah,
It's
he
not-
is, right?
It's not just the
It's not-
beard.
It's not me being an asshole either.
No,
like
it's not just the beard either.
No, the beard is trying to cover it.
Or his facial hair. But anyway, folks.
What else? Elon was there. Elon's awesome.
Love Elon.
He apparently drank a little bit much the night before and couldn't drink when we got to the Caps game.
Hmm.
And then I watched a bunch of soccer. It's pretty much all the weekend. How the weekend went. Yeah. All in all, not a bad week. Not a bad week for me.
That was good.
I was telling the guys before the show I was taking a health screening, and it took me like 10 minutes to finish just the allergy portion of the questionnaire. So
Like what
I'm
kind of
actually still
screening
not
questions-
finished it. I'll get back to it after the show, I think.
What kind of screening questions do they have?
So it asked me, just the allergy section asked me like a whole bunch of like, are you allergic to this? Yes. Are you allergic to this? Yes. Are you allergic to this? Yes. Why can't I just say all of the above?
Why can't you just say you aren't allergic to?
Like, ask me one question that has like 25 things and say, check everything you're allergic to.
Exactly.
Don't ask me 25 questions. And then elaborate on the 25 questions. They asked me the same question. Have you ever taken an allergy test? And they told you were allergic to this. Yes. I'm not just making shit up. Like I didn't just walk outside one day and be like, yep, allergic to grass. Oh, wow. God, if only an allergy test would be able to tell me this. But I bet there are people that do that.
It'd be utterly fantastic if you were just
I did forget. I found something new that I'm allergic to, but I don't know what it is. I ate a California tortilla salad on Monday at work, and something in the salad. Pretty certain I got the salad before in the past, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it was new to me. And something in the salad, mouth started itching. My face got like really red and like a little bit swollen. Tongue started itching. Throat started itching. It's really hard to scratch like mouth and tongue and throat. Just letting you guys know out there.
It appears to be pretty hard to do something like that.
Yeah, so that occurred this week too. I'm allergic to something new. I just don't know what yet.
I think they ask you those questions like multiple times, so they'll be like, "But wait, in the earlier question you said you were to this." It's a gotcha answer.
No, well, sometimes it actually brings back questions that I answered previously, and it's
even
like,
better.
Are you sure that you haven't smoked cigarettes your entire life? Yes, it's just my shitty breathing. Thank you. Thanks.
I've had one cigar in 17 years.
Yeah, I probably had one in the past year.
There you go.
Sometimes I just sit out on my back deck and drink cigars and smoke. Or
Drink cigars?
Drink. Wow, that's aggressive. Sometimes I just drink beers and smoke cigars out on the back deck. I mean that would they wouldn't know what to do with me on the health screening for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
that's what I got.
Good work.
And I got I did run upstairs real quick so that I could pick up my USA soccer coin for the festivities tonight.
Yes.
That side is heads. USA soccer is heads. This side is tails, and the reason I know is because it says tails.
Nice. It's always good when they help you out like that.
Yeah,
always
agree.
good. And for those people who thought we were just doing bits last week when we ended the show,
Oh, that is beautiful.
I got a nice box of fortune cookies here, and we're gonna have a fantastic playoff preview.
It's too bad we didn't get Sean Leahy on. We should have brought on Sean Leahy for the fortune cookies.
It's kind of
It could have been Sean Leahy versus Lyle versus Orb versus Coin versus fortune cookies in a fatal 5-way.
yeah, would have been good. Why my internet is doing some bullshit? Because you keep freezing up, and I want to say it's because that's updating some horse shit. I'm sure.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
I mean,
here?
we've had a whole 30 minutes previously where things have been like, bzzz, so I think we're fine.
Yeah. A little belching here and there. What the hell's going on? What are you doing, Kaspersky? You stealing my information like Facebook? Yeah, no, stop. Stop.
Hey, at least Facebook is an equal opportunity information stealer.
This is true. No running scan task. Good. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. So this weekend, a new belt.
Oh, look at that.
This, by the way, the toy belts are weird these days. Because
It looks like it has some weight to it, though.
no, it looks like it, but it's not. It's a flimsy. It's like it's not. It's not the styrofoam anymore.
Oh, what is it?
I miss
It's
the
like,
styrofoam.
It's like leatherite.
It's
leatherette.
fake. It's fake leather.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross. In all honesty, it was on sale, so I bought it.
Did you get that at Toys R Us?
No, I got this at where did I get this? That's a great question. I don't know where I got
Why?
this.
I asked the hard-hitting questions on the
You
show.
you really do. I don't know. I got it somewhere. That much I know.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Did you pay somebody for it, or did you just walk out with it held over your head going, woo?
I think it fell off the back of a truck.
Perfect.
Also this weekend, I went to an antique shop. And
How
apparently,
old was it?
1992 Series 2 Parkhurst hockey.
What?
Little, yeah. That was $10.
It's still in the wrapper.
Yeah, it's factory sealed. Couldn't go without Series 1 1991 edition Parkhurst. Shout out. And this one. Probably my favorite card set after the Pro set. It's the premier edition of Upper Deck 1990-91.
That's nice. That's the that Wayne Gretzky card right there on the box is one of my favorite Wayne Gretzky cards in all of his sports cards. Just him there looking angry with the Jofa.
There he is right there with that broom ball helmet. So yeah, I got all these. It cost I think this was about $35 total for 3 boxes, factory sealed. Back when cards actually had like these had 12 hockey cards in each pack. Some of the aspects to this counterfeit proof, limited edition, random sequencing, tamper proof pack, and superstar 3D holograms randomly packed in. So there you go.
How are they tamper proof?
I want to know how they're counterfeit proof.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I also like how are the packs tamper proof? You could get one of those easy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how they were counterfeit proof. Maybe it was that hologram. I started to read the book.
that's right. The Upper Deck did start the hologram right around that time.
Yeah, I started reading that book about the card industry. And I still haven't finished it because like the first chapter is just talking about how cards became to be in like the 1800s, and I'm just like, oh, and I don't like to read anyway, so it's boring me half to death. So
I hope they were hand drawn in the 1800s.
yeah, no, it was the tobacco ones. All right, you know what? We do a bit on the Soderstrom bubble where I open a pack of cards and Jen does random facts. So I'm gonna try to open.
Don't try that with me.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna open a pack of cards because I want to open a pack of cards. Jesus, this thing's hard to open. Hey, look at that. It wasn't that tamper proof. You know, I'm just gonna put this up in my house. Just put it up like this, like in card shops, John. I'm just gonna have the backing like this.
Oh yeah. Put it right. Is there enough room up there next to the yo-yos?
No, both rings are up and active, and they are full up.
That would have been awesome to have some cards popped up there with the yo-yos.
Like these are foil, like super foil packs. Like there's no give to these fucking packs.
Maybe that's why you couldn't mess with them,
right?
Because I remember the 1989 Fleer cards. You could glue the paper back together and make it look like it had never been opened.
Yeah. All right. So the first card, hologram card. Who's the You can't see it. You can't see the hologram. Like it is so old. Wait. Nope. Steve Yzerman?
Zierman?
Steve Zierman? I think. Yeah, this is
all I keep seeing is me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just see Johnny.
Hold on, there's a hockey super. It's John Patanzo.
John Patanzo, hockey superstar, everybody.
Johnny P, hockey superstar.
Maybe that's what it is. It's just to make you feel good about yourself.
It's a mirror. It's what it really comes down to.
These cards are what, 20, almost 30 years old. I got a Mike Lawler.
Oh,
got a Bobby
Is
Corkum.
that before he started announcing on WWE Network?
Yeah, exactly. Before he was the king. Got a Bob Corkum rookie card.
Nice.
Got a Don Maloney. Got a Dave Shaw. Oh, here you go, baby. These were the shits right here. The artwork. The artwork was the shit.
Those were nice.
These old Upper Deck cards.
Is that a young Joe Sakic?
It's a young Joe Sakic.
Wow.
Please. The aesthetic for goaltenders. The Aeroflex pads, the CCM mask, Reggie Lemelin rocking it out.
That's back when goalies didn't need all those big ass pads to keep them protected.
Alexei Kasatonov, Curtis Lecision, Mark Howe, Kevin Dineen, Daniel Dorr, and it's Pat LaFontaine. Fuck Pat LaFontaine.
This was not Easter, so
no. It was epic. All right, there we go. So that's a.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was good. Well then, we did all that. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some injury report because there are some injuries. Teams mostly eliminated, but because now it's definitely in the padlock, mouth shut era of the playoffs.
I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
Just checking to see if there's anything more on anything. Nope, there is no more new injuries, so we will go with the injuries we got. Vladimir Tarasenko, he's going to have shoulder surgery. He is out 4 to 6 months.
Oh.
That means he's going to be
probably World Championships.
Yeah, no World Championships. Maybe have to miss some of training camp too, depending on what's going on there.
Maybe was that because he was carrying the Blues?
It's very possible on one thing. It was just Andrew Shaw, knee surgery. He's going to be ready for camp though. Congratulations to him. Sean Moynihan, he's been out since around the trade deadline for the Flames, probably later than that. But he has had 4 surgeries since he's been shut down for the season.
On
on
4 different parts of his body, though. It's
Yeah.
not like somebody went back in because they were like, "Oh, he screwed up your ankle." It was
Yeah.
4 different lower body parts.
Yeah, it was amazing. So Sean Moynihan, a warrior. Marion Gabrick, back surgery. He's out 8 weeks. So congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Patreon pick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not subscribed to our Patreon, go to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. Look at what you see. If you like what you see, go ahead and then holla at us and then throw us some cash that we put back into the show for travel and for new expenses and all that other fun stuff. Johnny, I think we should next week, you and I do the you regale me in the stories of Perry Hall, as we've been doing a Face Off Hockey Show lineage edition.
Yeah, we can move into Perry Hall.
Yeah. So we've covered Crofton, we've covered Lanham. If you want to go check it out, you have to get to that tier level. So go check it out, patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. You can be like Sean or Brian or Angela or Damon or Mitch or Mark or Chris or Tristan. Or Ethan on patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. So 2 options this week: the SPHL playoff selection show and how it could work, or the debacle that is the New York Islanders. Johnny, people love a loser. The New York Islanders were selected.
I've never had such luck.
Right. It seems as though Gar Snow's going to keep a job. Somehow, some way, Gar Snow's keeping a job.
I think the bigger question that I have with the Islanders right now is that really Gar Snow? Like, I saw a picture and I was like, okay, I know that's Doug Waite. Who's this other guy?
Right? He's looking like the Fisherman logo.
Like,
He
yeah.
is looking.
Speaking of putting on weight and having a beard, oh.
Yeah. The ownership has has turned to their fans and said, "Hey, we need time." What? Here's the actual letter.
Letters. We get letters.
So this is from John Ledecky. We are committed to long-term success. Any decision we make are for the long-term success of our hockey club. We win together and lose together as an organization, not as individuals. Making the playoffs is beyond disappointing. At the same time, we believe we have the strong core of players. Blah, blah, blah. Our season just ended. As an organization, we're evaluating all aspects of our hockey operations. Then we'll make decisions what's best for the future of the club. I'm not here today to talk about any specific individuals, including players, coaches, and general manager. We believe it is essential of our success to have a thoughtful evaluation process, look at the past, more pertinently assess the future. As for the past seasons, as owners, we have failed. We sincerely apologize to our fans. We want to express our ownership group is totally committed to winning and providing the resources to just do that. And then to further the press release, they said bluntly, weird. Our own ice results disappoint. We had every intention to make the playoffs and contend for the Stanley Cup. Yeah, no, you don't have any goaltending. That's what the problem is. We recognize disappointment not just reflecting the past season results, but also the fact that it's been many, many years since we achieved an ultimate goal of winning a cup. Accountability of this failure rises at the top with us. Blasey. We're going to work tirelessly every part of the Islanders organization in order to bring the 5th Stanley Cup home. Unfortunately, we have achieved off-ice success. Blah, blah, blah. So, I am confused with this.
So I get that the Islanders should be better than they are.
Right.
I fully understand that. Didn't they make the playoffs 2 years ago?
I want to say they made it last year too.
They might have made it last year too.
But definitely 2 years ago, because Tavares won it in overtime in Game 7 to move them forward.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was gonna ask, at what point is there just like a win now for me type of mentality from fans? Like the whole like patience thing, like instant gratification thing, I think maybe more spurs through sports in the US. Like we need to be better now. We need to do this. We need to do that. I mean, Matthew Barzell was fantastic this year.
Yep.
I liked watching him play. Did all season. John Tavares, he had a good season. Not great. But end of story, like they just, you're right. Like they don't have a goaltender who's any good. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they have goaltenders, but
They've got like 40 goaltenders. They can score. I mean, when I was in Long Island, they were down 6-2 or 6-3 or something, and a game ended up 7-6 against the Lightning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And does the team just get worse when they can't sign Tavares anymore because he's like, nope, we missed the playoffs. I'm out.
I'm wondering if Tavares is not a situation like Matt Duchene, where Tavares leaves
gets better if he leaves,
and the team gets better. Yeah, because I mean, he didn't have an unbelievable season. Only 84 points, more than a point per game, sure, but like he wasn't outstanding. He wasn't. He wasn't.
Devils, Jesus. The Islanders don't really defer to him, though, do they?
No.
They don't really like give him the puck and be like, "All right, do stuff." I mean, I could see it being bad if he was like the goal scorer, if he needed to have the puck and he needed to be able to create and that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never really seen them play like that. So I don't know. Maybe I almost kind of think so. I almost kind of want to play this question almost in a different way and say, making the playoffs this year, have the Devils expedited their rebuild process to the point where when they don't make the playoffs next season, everybody thinks it's a failure? Because I'll say it this way: Taylor Hall won't have the season he had this year next year. I don't see it occurring.
It would be interesting if he did.
It'd be interesting, yeah. But he was the scoring for the team. So do teams that are rebuilding end up accelerating their fan base's expectations by making the playoffs in a year where they weren't really supposed to, or fight their way in or something to that effect? And then 2 years later, you find out, you know what, the team really isn't that good.
Well, I mean, this is a team who traded away one of their big defensemen, Travis Hamonic. I mean, they got draft picks for him, but like honestly, that's a guy you could have got a lot more back for.
But he also didn't want to be there.
No, that's true too. Like he wanted to be closer to home and stuff like that, and I can understand that. But at the same time, it's like, for Christ's sake, like you're trading, you're not getting a lot back, and I understand that puts you in a position, not a position of strength. But you only get draft picks back. Like it seems ridiculous.
Maybe Gar Snow got dinner as well.
Maybe could have got like a nice little treat down in Chicago. But yeah, like overall, like the management issues have been bad. I mean, Jordan Eberle was a ray of sunshine for a bit, and then kind of tanked. You know, didn't do terrible, but didn't do the best.
But he basically panned out to where he was supposed to be.
He regressed to the mean, which is something that the Islanders seem to do. I mean, like you said, Barzell was great. Josh Bailey played well. Anders Lee had a 40-goal season, but I understand plus minus is not something you can rank against. But these guys are minus 20, minus 25. Nick Leddy was a minus 42. Your top defenseman is a minus 42. He had as many points as he had minuses. So,
which is amazing because that technically means that he was probably like a minus 60 because he probably had like 20 points on the power play. So
well, let's
his
see.
His points alone.
He had 14 power play points.
Okay. So just his points alone then versus the negative 42 he ended with means that he had a negative almost 60 basically then.
Yeah.
In order to counteract
my God,
like his own stuff.
It's amazing. By the way,
Well, I guess you don't get pluses for power play points.
no,
So
it's an even. By the way, the Flyers are really killing any chance I had to enjoy them.
really,
Oh.
what are they doing?
Down to Cobb.
Yeah.
2-0 they're down.
Right where they want them.
Right? Christ. All right. So who won the green jacket? Nick Leddy did. Wow. Nick Leddy won the green jacket running away by 8 strokes on Kyle Okposo.
It's like Tiger Woods-esque.
Right? So I mean, listen, goaltending's not great. Euro Halak played the most games. He went 20, 26, and 6 with a 319 goals against and a 908 save percentage.
Oof.
Where the guy that they gave a decent amount of money to, Thomas Greisch, $3.3 million for a backup, only played 27 games with a 382 goals against and a 892 save.
Oof.
Not great.
Well, I mean, it does show that Halak was the better goalie.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. They're probably
Yeah.
re-signed him to a monster deal. Although
I mean,
people
he had that one really good playoff series for the Canadians against the Caps.
yeah. And already people are looking for Mikko Koskinen, the 2009 draft pick from the Islanders, to be the goaltending savior. So we'll see what happens with that. He'll be 30 years old this summer. So, ha 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 ha. Oh. Woof. Woof indeed.
That's awesome.
Right? You gotta love that.
And I'm sure that the whole flipping between arenas thing is going to help them as well.
Yeah, this is gonna really help with Belmont. It's gonna really help with their travels down to Belmont. God, this team is a mess. What a disgrace. How can you be a fan of this team? Like,
I'm not.
well, I'm just saying in general. Like, picture you're on Long Island, Johnny.
I'm on Long Island sometimes.
Oh,
I tell
okay.
people when I'm there.
Yeah. Mark's on an island by himself, and it's long. Hi, Mark.
Howdy.
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
That's good. Yeah, nice. Looking good.
There's nothing there.
Yeah,
Looks
nice.
good. Now there's zero chance he will be able to tell us apart now.
There you go.
Oh, did you shave too? Guess so.
Like a day or two ago.
Anyway, thought about Long Island and how the Islanders are garbage, Mark.
Yeah, they are pretty garbage.
So, yeah, the ownership saying, "Hey, we need more time. Thank you for enjoying us during this time." I, for one, welcome our new Islander overlords. To be quite honest with you, I think this is going to be great. I think the move to Belmont is just going to be
So smart.
tremendous.
Yeah, they should just bring in fans by the tens.
Right? Yeah, no. Tens of people are going, "Who the hell is this guy? What's an Anders Lee?" They'll say. Where are the horses? It'd be great. No, like Islanders fans, don't worry. You guys are doing God's work. Don't worry. Mikko Koskinen, the 30-year-old goaltender you had your hopes pinned on in 2009, is really going to come and save your ass now. Whatever.
You okay there, Scotty?
Fuck them. I got 49 things of fortune cookies rip roaring ready to go, Mark. I'm feeling great. Right, I ate one. I had a quality assurance.
Yeah, of course.
So,
and what's the verdict?
the verdict is it's going to be great. Like, this bit is going to be fantastic. Speaking of bits, we have our new podcast on the Face Off Hockey Show Network. It's going to be called Danny on the Devils. I don't think it's going to. Don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll see what happens.
Oh, did we lose Scotty?
Congratulations to your Devils for making the playoffs and losing in 5 games. I don't think that. Is that anyway?
Yeah, I think your Chick-fil-A calendar might be off.
Yeah, might be. So Taylor Hall has to score how many goals for this to be a thing?
20.
Okay, 20 in a series. It'll be great.
In 7 games, that's not bad. That's a good
That's a
clip.
hat trick a game.
There you go.
This is around the time that Marcus Johansson starts playing hockey. So
Well, that would be awesome if Brad Marchand did an elbow in the face in January.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, it would be great if
True.
you knew who he was.
Right.
that's a good point. What a
By
jerk.
the way, you guys can just book it now. The Penguins are going for a 3-peat. Like it's like they're just beating the crap out of the Flyers.
Yeah, I know.
It's not
Good. I hope this turns into an Ed Snyder Memorial Night when shit just starts hitting the ice.
be great. Another dead owner. Great. We'll throw this out here. Anyway, so how hopeful are you that they'll make a dent in the Tampa Bay Lightning, who, let's be honest, haven't been that great going down the stretch?
Yeah, it's gonna come down to goaltending. I mean, they've got Keith Kincaid's been playing pretty well since. Well, not pretty well. He's been the best goaltender in the league since the end of January. 25 wins. He had, I think, 6 of them were in 2017. The rest, 21 wins in 2018. That's not too shabby for a half year. And then they've got face Andre Vasilevsky, who, I mean, he's struggled lately, but part of that just makes me think it's like, sleepwalking towards the end of the year. I mean, you put up what were they at, like 65 points?
Yeah.
By the turn of the year, I mean they were done. They just kind of had to make sure that no one got seriously hurt, like Stamkos.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. My head says like 5 or 6 games, but I don't know. Part of me thinks like I could see it going 7. I've got tickets to Game 4, so if I go up there and watch them get swept, I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, if there
Washington-
isn't a Game 4, then they played some really bad hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get swept. I think they're a good enough team to avoid that. It's just gonna be dependent on which Lightning team shows up. Is it the one from November to January, or March and the beginning of April?
Yeah, and it's funny because Vasilevsky's been saying for like the past couple weeks, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Why are you playing me? Stop it. I'm so tired.
I thought there was some other quote that he said he was bored also. Didn't he also say he was bored?
Is that why he let up?
He
like
was
13
bored and tired.
Is that why
Bored
he
and
let him let
tired.
up 13 goals in 2 games? Is that what happened when they played the Islanders and the Flyers back to back?
You like the red light.
I will say this though, is that they match up better against Tampa Bay than they do with Boston. So when Florida beat Boston to end the year, I mean, I wasn't a sigh of relief because, like I told Mark a couple weeks ago, I think they're a pretty good fit for the Penguins, but the Flyers had to go and ruin everybody's fun.
Yeah, no, and they're really showing off now.
Oh. Yeah, 3-0.
Oof, not fun.
Hey, this game isn't over yet. There's still like,
There's still 6 more games.
45 more minutes of hockey left in this game.
And if
There's still 3 to 4 more games in
and
that series.
if I'm Dave Haxtell, I'm having somebody run Matt Murray, so something called a Casey to Smith can go in net.
What?
Right?
I think I use that to actually degrease some things in my house. Like if they get stuck, it's like then you can.
No, you use a Tyson Jerry for that.
You
have to Tyson Jerry rig it.
No, I use Tyson Jerry to lift my car up off the ground when I change a tire.
All right.
I thought the Tyson Jerry fixed your computer. That's my fault.
Oh, no.
So we saw Danny on Saturday night. He was part of the hundreds of Devils fans that were in Capital One Arena, and I wanted to make sure. I told Mark that we needed to make sure before you came on the show that you were one of the Devils fans that were okay if Ovi got a hat trick and scored his 50th goal, because we had a guy next to us. I say next, like down and to the right, who for the last minute and a half of the game is standing up and yelling for the Devils to clear the puck in a game that they're losing 5-3.
That was not me.
I was like, wow. No, it was not you. You were sitting down and to the left. You were over there. This guy was like here. But yeah, I found that kind of humorous.
I was being pretty obnoxious after the Heischer goal. I think I just stood up and yelled, "I love Switzerland" about 3 times.
That's kind of weird.
Well, they're neutral.
I mean, they're great bitches, but I mean, any case.
Their flag is a huge plus.
I get it.
But
I got things.
I would have been fine if he got a hat trick. You knew that was the only reason he was playing.
That's true.
Oh yeah. And if he wouldn't have scored the goal in the first 2.5 minutes, then it wouldn't have given people hope at all.
Yeah.
That he could have had a hat trick, because that first goal went in and everybody was like, "Whoa, hold on here."
we got 57 minutes to go. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So the Devils, you're saying, are winning the cup this year. That's an exclusive on Face Off Hockey Show.
Hey, don't tell me I don't have them picked in my bracket, but in my bracket, I have them picked.
That's a lot of ends there.
Whoa,
Nashville and New Jersey. Well, I know.
Racism. What other playoff matchups suit your tickle your fancy? Tickle your fancy in this first round of fantasticness.
Toronto, Boston.
Yeah,
that's gonna be great.
We're gonna see a nice little. I wonder about Boston sometimes because they show flashes of greatness and then that.
There's a real big part of me that wishes that Brad Marchand would do something super stupid and get suspended for an entire series.
That'd be great. Awesome. That'd be great. Problem is, it's not going to happen. Colin Campbell is terrible.
No.
No, he'll do something really stupid. He just won't get suspended for the whole series.
Another one that I think everyone's really excited about, but it would happen in the second round, is Nashville, Winnipeg. That one to watch a couple of their games this year was fun. I think every one of them ended 6-5, 7-6. It's great.
Winnipeg is a fun team. I don't know if they get. I have Nashville going all the way. In all honesty,
I was excited to see that Kings Vegas Knights.
Yeah, the Kings against the Knights. That seems seems like it'll be a good one.
It's very medieval times ish.
Very medieval, yes, absolutely,
totally. also, the San Jose
analysis.
That's fantastic. Good job, guys.
But there's zero chance I'm going to watch any of those games.
That's
because
true.
they're on the West Coast and they start after my bedtime. It's so stupid. Why can't we start games at 4 p.m. on the West Coast?
Because of traffic. The other Pacific Division matchup is the Sharks and the Ducks in the Hey, how'd we get here series. It's actually man, the Canadian teams are terrible series. That one I'm less interested in general, for the sheer fact that I really couldn't care less for these two teams until Joe Thornton comes back, and then I'll be excited because his playoff beard is already 5 years in his prime. But I
people pull it out,
right? I worry about the Ducks only because why wouldn't I? Brian Getzlaf looks like he's 46. The Sharks, I really have no emotional attachment, though Evander Kane's been fantastic since he's been with them. He earned his next contract with them. The West, I couldn't care less about. Johnny's right. It's too late. It's on too late.
Agreed. Always too late for me.
Yeah, but those Nashville games are in the East Coast time zone, aren't they? Or are they?
Nope.
They start at 8 p.m., Mark.
Yeah. It's Central
That means
time.
I only get in one period.
When we were driving to Nashville for the draft in 2003, we crossed the line that has the sign that says "You're now entering the Central Time Zone." Like, well, we've made it. We've made it here.
2003.
2003. Back
Just
in the day.
Just like Panama City's in the Central Time Zone, right, Scotty?
Exactly.
So, how did Danny? How did you feel about your boy this year, Nico, and his play? I liked him.
I like him.
Good.
I like him. He's fun to watch, and he's fun to watch no matter what he's doing, because you see some of the plays he makes even defensively, and it's just not something that I'm used to seeing from a 19-year-old. And he didn't turn 19 until February, and at the beginning of the year, I thought 40 points was a successful season for him, because I figured he'd come in, play like third line center, because I didn't think they were going to get rid of Adam Henrique either. That's another thing. The Sammy Vatanen trade was great, but back on topic. And then you check the lineup in middle of November, and he's on the top line with Taylor Hall and Jesper Bratt. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, sad that he didn't make too much more of an impact to get on the good old ballot for the Rookie of the Year. But hey,
but everyone else him and Nolan Patrick only two draft year or 2018 players in the NHL this year. Well, everyone else spent a year in junior afterwards, and I think that's got to count for something. It's not going to get him the Calder or anything, or even get him a finalist spot, but it's a good year.
I keep forgetting Nolan Patrick was a thing. He just he
started
off with
ice right now. The game's played.
Oh,
I think so.
How about that? Look at that guy go. Look at him go. He's probably a -2 already today. That was terrible. That was a terrible thing. So yeah, that was because everyone else got to the 7-game limit and then left. That's except for our buddy Alex Formention. Just because
I love him.
He's great.
He's got a great name.
He's got a fantastic name.
Aforementioned.
Sebastian Aho got in some games. It's great time had by all. Man, the draft class was terrible.
Yamamoto played a couple for the Oilers too.
Yeah, Yamamoto was there for a bit. Owen Tippett was there in Florida for a bit. Elias Anderson came on late for the Rangers. But yeah, everyone else kind of just dipped out. Also, Philip Scheitel of the Rangers. A lot of Rangers rookies. You gotta like that the Rangers are failing terribly, right?
Yeah, and although the rivalry's better when both teams are good, but the smart part of me that was like, I had to deal with Henrik Lundqvist in the Eastern Conference Final for what was it, 3 straight years? Miserable, absolutely miserable to watch playoff hockey when the Rangers are playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. The first year the Devils did beat them, so that one was watchable.
And then we get to our matchup, the Caps and the Blue Jays. I don't know why.
How do you guys feel about that?
Oh, I hate life in the playoffs.
It doesn't. But see, it doesn't it doesn't have any feeling. This feels like one of those Wednesday night rivalry games on NBC.
It really does. with John Twitter, with all the clips being John Tortorella yelling at Ovechkin and Ovechkin yelling at him back from that
right,
time.
And then that one guy that got hit with a water bottle at Verizon Center that Tortorella threw.
Yeah,
when he was still coaching the Rangers, I guess probably.
All I know is that I bought a brand new bottle of vodka and a Capital shot glass. I should be fine.
You're gonna be great. I already got my gimmick picked out for the year. It's fantastic. We're having a great time.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to download the 8-Ball.
Yeah, you do. Download. Wow, that sounds weird. Download that 8-Ball. Put it in your system. Make it happen. But yeah, I mean that's what else? What are the other? Yeah, Penguins and the Flyers. I want the Flyers to win. I hope to God that they would have won. I'm already counting them out. Because their goaltending is terrible.
Yeah, but they got like 14.
Yeah, they do. They're awful. They're all terrible.
They might have had more goaltenders this year than Vegas.
But none of them got hurt.
I wanted to play the rim shot there. That wasn't a joke, but it sounded like it.
Yeah, no.
More goalies in Vegas.
Hey, that is a good question. Who had more goaltenders? Who used more goaltenders this year? What's the deal with the goaltender? They have 5 things for the playoffs between the Flyers and the Penguins. It's going to be a battle of Pittsburgh or battle of Pennsylvania. You won't hear the end of it. Shut your mouth. That's essentially what it is. I don't think that was all 5 things.
5 things, 4 games, and they're both from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. 5 things. It's terrible. Giroux should have gotten the more MVP award votes. Ugh. Claude Giroux.
Do you think Taylor Hall wins the Hart Trophy?
I don't know. I think it's got to be either him or McKinnon. Honestly, I mean, I didn't even think the Avalanche were going to make the playoffs till the Blues, just kind of crap themselves at the end of the year. That's basically what they did. They lost to Chicago and then they lost again to Colorado at home. Or no, the Colorado game was in Colorado.
Yeah, they weren't. I I worry sometimes about the
Yeah,
voters.
I think the Giroux stuff is a little absurd, personally, because he's not the only player on that team, not by a long shot. I mean, I don't know. I think for me, the 3 finalists would be Hall, McKinnon, and Kopitar.
Yeah, Kopitar doesn't get. So McDavid's going to win. Like, why are we even discussing?
You think?
Like, why, please, the voters are going to
Is
vote.
the vote in Edmonton?
Yeah, no, it's vote in Canada. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
it's he is so. Oh, he got 108 points, 41 goals. He was the heart and soul of that team. They missed the playoff by like 75 points. Like, it doesn't matter. He's Canada's darling, and there's
Wait,
not.
what?
There's what?
Oh, the Oilers got another first overall pick. It's so weird. How did that work?
It's going to happen.
I am going to laugh my ass off when they get that pick, and I'm just be like, A, the lottery system is broke. B, congratulations on yet another rebuild.
Well, don't they have like a 12.5% chance or something like that? Like they have a decently good chance.
They have a
at this.
decent chance. Listen, the only good thing about this lottery is when Buffalo gets screwed out of it, and that's going to be just tremendous for everyone involved. Because my God, does that team like? I was talking to my friend about this today. Do you feel bad for the Buffalo people? Because I sure don't. Like
as a whole,
just
or
as a collective.
I mean, I don't know. Every year I go to the Sabres Caps game.
Yeah,
it's normally the only game I go to.
Is that because it's a guaranteed win?
No, I have a friend that's a Sabres fan, so we go together. We get the those Beck's lounge tickets so that we could get free beer and food that we already paid for.
What?
So they're like $30 more than an actual ticket, and I'm guaranteeing you that I can eat and drink $30 worth of stuff from
I'm sure you can.
from Capital One. I keep calling it Verizon Center. Every time I talk about it, I call it Verizon Center still.
If by the way, if you're scoring at home or even if you're alone, the Philadelphia Flyers use 4 goaltenders this year. The Vegas Golden Knights use 5 goaltenders
in a week.
In a week, yeah. In a 2-week span, they use 5 goaltenders. The goaltenders, of course, being Alex Leon, Michael Neuvirth, Brian Elliott, and Peter Mrazek. And
he was the savior, though.
Huh?
Can't believe this. He was the savior, though.
By the way, the haha fuck you this week, I'll give a preview. It's going to be Penguins Philadelphia oriented. So don't you dare miss it. Don't you dare miss it.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It's going to be a terrible, terrible situation. Gentlemen, what else do we have to get to? Anything? Bueller. Hey, All-Star Game moved to a Friday-Saturday event. Friday-Saturday instead of a Saturday-Sunday. Okay.
So here's how weird it. Okay. So here's the really random part of this. I'm gonna say that I didn't realize that it was a Saturday and Sunday, and it's probably been that way for like 3 years, right?
Yeah. No, it's been that way forever.
Like I remember it being Friday night and Saturday though, or is that just the draft? Do I just assume that the draft is the same schedule for everything?
You assume the draft is the same schedule for everything.
No, it's the same schedule for everything I do.
Remember that time it was in Dallas and like, hey, let's put the All-Star Game on a Tuesday night. That's a great idea. No, that didn't work.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like the MLS All-Stars playing the Mexican Excel League All-Stars on a Wednesday night.
In Columbus.
In Houston.
Oh, yeah. Because that's as far over the border they can get before Trump gets mad. So, there we go. Wow. Just don't like to be political on this show, but it's what it is. Also, it is what it is. Elaine Vigneault, love, peace, and hair grease to you, sir. Fired. Not even before this. The only coaching firing during the season because there were games still to be played.
Was it technically during the season, though? Because the Rangers were done their season.
Their season was done. The NHL season was still going. I'm counting it in season.
So we're calling it in season. So there was one in season this year.
One in season.
It would be those dicks that have to fuck it all up.
I don't even think he left MSG before he got fired. After the
He got the
last
old
game.
Gerard Gallant. You got to hear.
Did they find him a cab? Because there's zero chance he got a cab from MSG.
Man, I just imagine, James Dolan just in the tunnel, go from the ice to the locker room, just standing there with his arms crossed.
Why would we wait that long? He's standing on the bench in the third period. Vigneault didn't know any difference. Yeah, they got like 16 assistant coaches now. What happened? Why is my things in boxes? Radim Verbata retiring after 16 seasons. Congrats. Radim Verbata, serviceable winger.
He played for 16 seasons. That has something to say for itself.
Yeah, it does. When we find the words for it, we will let you guys know.
Didn't he put up 30 goals on that terrible Canucks team like 3 years ago?
Yeah, because he was playing with the Sedins. And Sedins automatic. Anson Carter had like 30 goals that year when he played with the Sedins.
Was that the year he was rooming with Roenick?
He might have been rooming with Roenick that year. Yeah, apparently, allegedly, he played for the Florida Panthers this year. I cannot confirm nor deny that. So we'll have to get our crack staff on that.
Crack and 8-ball on the show tonight? My God.
Dude, we're having a fun. It's playoff time. What do you want from us?
Go hard or go home.
And finally,
I'm super disappointed. No, go ahead. Keep
I'll
going.
take the soup. What are you talking about? Because I'm going to talk on a downer note. What do you bring some joy to this?
It is a down. This is a downer too. All these 8-ball apps suck this year.
Okay, I don't think our downer is the same downer. Your downer.
No, I'm gonna. This is far worse.
Yeah, I don't think your downer and my downer are really on the same level, Mark.
No, I don't think so.
No. Obviously, we wouldn't be a hockey show if we didn't touch on what happened in Saskatchewan this past weekend, where the Humboldt Broncos bus got hit by a tractor trailer, and now 16 people have passed away with the passing of their athletic trainer earlier today. Man, for one thing, the amount of people who've contributed, whether it be monetarily or emotionally or whatever, outpouring of support has been amazing. I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often, and quite honestly, especially in Saskatchewan, where they had in '86 the Swift Current Broncos accident, where Joe Sakic was on that bus, and Lindy Ruff's brother was passed away in that incident too. But the GoFundMe account, like I think it's up to almost maybe up to 7 million now. Some kind of it was past 4.5 million when I checked last night. So, a terrible tragedy, but a community bonding together, both hockey and in Saskatchewan, because a lot of these Saskatchewan teams, the identity of the city and the town is the hockey team, and that's all they have. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say except Godspeed to those young gentlemen who traveling the highways and the byways. We're now up to $8.8 million of a $4 million goal for this.
Yeah, it is. It's good to see the hockey community pulling together. I feel like every so often there's a tragedy like this that just shows like how close hockey is in general. Mm-hmm. All the pictures of people putting sticks outside of the house. The last time that we had something like this was the plane crash, locomotive. And shit, that might have been like 10 years ago at this point, almost.
2011. So 7 years ago, but still.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, I haven't actually seen a lot of details on what occurred. I don't know if you have to. I feel like this is one of those events where it doesn't matter how it happened, it doesn't matter why it happened, it just matters that it happened.
Yeah, and the only thing is that it seems that the tractor trailer was the one that hit the bus. It was carrying moss from a farm and just transporting things. And one of the the tragedy being as it is, one of the worst parts about the whole thing is the fact that when they were trying to identify the players and the victims and stuff like that, they misidentified one of the players for another one of the players because they had dyed their hair blonde for the playoffs. So like the family tragedy to deal with that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like how, like this is what, and they did their due diligence too. Like they waited a couple of days before releasing anything, and they still somehow didn't get it right. Just bizarre. Overall, just a shitty situation. Man, that sucks.
Yep.
Godspeed Broncos, and to those who survived with bumps and bruises and stuff like that, go on and onward and upward, gentlemen. Onward and upward. There we go. Well, there we go. We've done it. We've done a full hour show. We're waiting a full hour
right.
show. Mark's been here for
Yeah,
half an hour.
I've been here for a half an hour. Danny's
Good
been
night,
here for
everybody.
a half hour. All right, so who you got, Danny? We're about to do our playoff predictions, but before we let you go, who you got?
I've got Jersey and Nashville in the Stanley Cup Finals, and I don't care what anybody says.
I didn't say anything.
I'm the resident Devils fan, and there's 20 of us, so
Right.
it's allowed.
There you go. To be fair, I have Washington, Nashville too. I have Nashville winning it all, but I'm playing homer role too, even though I know they're not going to get past that second round.
I think I picked the Vegas Knights to go to the finals against the Caps in
You're
mine.
drunk.
Yeah, heck of a story, though.
Although I did say earlier, I mean, before this season started, I said who would win a Stanley Cup first, the Vegas Golden Knights or the Caps?
Yeah.
At this point, it looks like Vegas.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's looking very much their way. So, Danny, thank you for the insight. We appreciate it. We appreciate you popping on. All the best. Good luck to you and yours. And don't scream too loud during the playoffs because you'll get noise complaints. I found that out the hard way. So
that's some good advice, Scotty. Good advice.
Always, you know what? I always in for good advice.
All right. You boys have a good one.
You too, Danny. Thank you, buddy.
See you, Danny.
There he goes. D $, as the kids like to call him. Danny boy. We're joined now by Lyle Richardson. Lyle be dialing. Lyle be dialing. Be dialing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to start this thing off we have to start it off right. I have to give him his proper announcement.
Yeah. What the hell happened this year?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now joined by your reigning, defending, 200-point swing champion, Lyle Richardson.
Can you breathe that in? I want to hear that one more time.
200 points swinging.
Yeah, 100-point swinging.
Woo!
He may be the oldest ride on the show, but he still has the longest line.
Covering the wheeling and dealing. Yeah, Lyle won the pick'em segment this year, kids, with his wrestling pick of the UMD Bulldogs against. Yeah, this year was weird. Mark and Lyle got to the final. So
all right, Mark.
Yeah.
Well played, sir.
Yes,
well played.
I was on the edge of my seat watching that.
Buckeyes suck balls.
They're not great. They're not that great.
Oh my!
So congratulations, Lyle.
Thank you.
All right, screw it. You know what? We don't have anything to talk about except for the playoffs.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the segment that everyone's been wanting to hear.
The titty sensation that's sweeping the nation.
That's later, Lyle. I have one picked out. You're gonna love it.
I'm sorry. I'm just so excited by my
Your
victory this year. That after years of trying and failing, finally,
the
Yes.
Rock has come back.
Yes.
to Town.
We're gonna call this segment's now called Locksfee. We're gonna call this segment Locksfee because it is now time for the annual tradition. Lyle,
Sir.
versus Orb.
Yes.
Versus Coin.
Yes.
Versus a box of fortune cookies.
I think that last one's gonna be my favorite bit of all.
kind of have issues.
How much did they set you back, Scotty? How much they set you back?
That was
brother?
$13. You kidding me? $13 for Amazon Prime. It was here 2 days afterwards.
Man, there goes all our profits from YouTube.
There goes all that
I was
sweet
gonna say-
train money down.
And
into
by the
Georgia.
way, we need more Patreons to get more fortune cookies. This is what's going back into the show, ladies and gentlemen. Catch the fever.
Yeah, you should definitely write off the fortune cookies. That's for damn sure.
Yes. All right. So the gimmick is obviously we're going to go ahead and have Lyle pick, and then the Orc will pick, then the coin flip will pick, and then I will see what the wise Chinese people had to say about these series. And
Because
it'll
they are
make it
very,
better.
very wise.
They are.
They are.
Very
They're very,
wise.
very wise.
They're very wise.
Well,
they're
they
not
were-
Brandon. They're
yeah.
not Brandon wise, but they're very wise.
Very.
All right. So first, we're going to start in the East. Tampa Bay, #1 overall seed, taking on the New Jersey Devils. Lyle, who you got?
Who have I got? Well, Tampa Bay against the New Jersey Devils. I am taking the Lightning, and I'm
Wow.
taking them in five
Wow.
games.
Way to go out on that limb there, Lyle.
Hey, this is my thing. It's my thing. I do not need to justify myself to you, Scotty Watts, because I am the 200-point swing champion. So
Oh
there we
God, we're never gonna hear the end of this.
I was pulling. I hate Notre Dame. I was pulling for him so bad.
Anyway, yeah, Lightning in 5.
I mean, Notre Dame could have won, and you could just be lying to me right now, and I wouldn't know because I obviously watched the game.
or pick up a paper, or check the back page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm literally in front of a computer right now, and I don't even. I don't care.
The orb, the 8-ball.
All right, Orb
Orb.
says, I can't read it. What
The
does it
light.
say?
Oh.
Will the
think it's in a
Lightning beat
different
the
language.
Devils? Better not tell you now. Come on, man.
You gotta tell us.
My sources say no.
Ooh.
Wow, the orb picking New Jersey.
Orb picking New Jersey.
That is aggressive.
Wowzers.
All right, head for the coin flip. Heads top seed, tails bottom seed.
Heads is the U.S. national team logo.
Okay.
Tails, it says tails. So
Wait, hold on. Go over that again. I'm just kidding.
heads. is,
All right.
So that the folks at home are not confused.
we have tails.
Ooh, 2 picking
Another
the
New
Devils.
Jersey.
Wow.
Well, the fortune
that's-
cookie says
All right.
someone thinks you are wonderfully mysterious. Lucky numbers 1, 3, 16, 20, and 37. Obviously, this means that the Devils are going to win, and that Keith Kincaid and Pavel Zakhta are going to be the guys to look forward to because 1 and 37.
I thought Keith Kincaid was going to win the league. Was going to win this series for the Devils.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ringing endorsement from whatever these.
And I'm marking it down here so I know which series is which fortune.
There we go. Good.
So,
Put them on a stickum board.
How are the fortune cookies? Are they like a hint of lemon fortune cookies, or are they like the straight?
it's a vanilla. It's a nice little vanilla.
The vanilla. Those are the good ones.
Yeah.
So, are we thinking that the Devils are going to be mysterious and that it's going to be a mystery on how they win this series?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There won't be any
Yeah, yeah,
mystery.
yeah.
It'll be the mystery that is Taylor Hall, which is no longer a mystery.
No. They're not Sarah McLaughlin in the thing and building a mystery. It is,
No, they're definitely not.
Is that the worst trade since the Forsberg trade?
Oh,
they
absolutely.
are saying you will remember me.
That's true. Yeah,
Yes.
that is the worst trade since the Forsberg trade. You kidding me? I mean, come on. I mean,
I love how
Adam Larkin-
Scotty's eating. I love how Scotty's
Larkin-
eating the fortune
Adam
cookie.
Larkin-
You have to.
If you don't eat a fortune cookie, does the fortune come true? Like, does it automatically negate the fortune if you don't eat the cookie?
I don't know,
Yes.
you can eat the cookie and shove it up some orifice, but it's not going to work out either way.
No, I think the only rule is you have to break open the cookie before you eat it.
Right.
Well, how are you going to get the paper out if you shove the whole cookie in your mouth?
I don't know. Spaceballs told me it wouldn't come true unless you open the cookie first.
I got that going.
That is true. That's true.
All right.
Sorry.
We got ourselves the Bruins. We got ourselves the Maple Leafs.
Bruins and Maple Leafs, eh?
Lyle, who you got?
I got the Bruins taking those Bears in 6.
The Bars.
The Bears.
Orb.
Orb says,
Dun, 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 dun.
will the Bruins beat the Maple Leafs? My reply is no.
Oh,
Toronto.
Yet
No.
again.
This orb is extremely negative.
Yeah, very
What?
negative orb.
extremely negative or ballsy, perhaps ballsier
Yeah,
than
maybe.
previous orbs in the past.
Well, this has more balls.
This
sure.
it definitely has big ball. Yes,
It would be fantastic if I actually found the real orb around here. So
Oh my
like the
God,
purple
that'd be
orb.
tremendous.
I'd have to look. It's got to be in this place at some point.
Be
I bet
careful it
you it's at
doesn't leak
Sean's
everywhere.
house still.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So heads is Bruins.
Yes.
Tails is Maple Leafs, and we have a U.S. national team logo.
Heads.
So
We're going Bruins.
The coin's going with the Bruins.
The fortune cookie says, "Rely on your friends today to help make that difficult decision."
Does that mean the Maple Leafs are going to win because Sasky works for them?
Obviously not. What it means.
Oh.
By the way, magic numbers 14, 21, 31, 39, 42, and 46. It means David Backus and David Krejci are going to dominate this series. And the
There you
difficult decision is for Patrice Bergeron to try to saddle his buddy, Brad Marchand. Make sure he doesn't go do anything stupid. Obviously, that's what that means.
It's a smart. It's an extremely smart fortune cookie.
Yes.
Exactly. Now we get to fuck this series. Caps and Blue Jackets.
Okay, guys. Every year, whenever the Caps are in the playoffs, that I'm always optimistic. I always think that this year is the year, right?
Well, yeah, no, you break that around year 7. Like that just stops being a thing.
Well, for me, it stopped being a thing this year. I'm going Blue Jackets in 6.
Wow, you are dead to us. This will be Lyle's last appearance on the show. Hope you guys enjoyed them.
Oh, it was great. Hey, I go to winner. I'll take it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Every stinking year for the last 10 years, I have expected the Capitals.
You're not even a Caps fan, and you've already jumped on the Cap.
You guys, they finally wore me down. It finally.
Wow, it's record time.
I just for 10 years I have tried to be optimistic. For 10 years I kept saying this could be the year. Except of course for the year they didn't make the playoffs, but we just forget that ever happened.
But like 4 to 6 years they didn't make the playoffs.
No, in the last 10 years, no.
Oh,
No, I think they only missed the playoffs once, if memory serves, in that period of time.
Yeah.
So over 9 out of 10 years, I kept picking them to win series, picking them to go all the way, and every year that I got tired of watching the Capitals hurt my friends. I've just finally. It's not about me, guys. It's not about me. It's about you. You, my Capitals
They won't
friend.
hurt us this year.
They're not going to hurt you this year because they're going to lose in the first round, and the Blue Jackets are going to beat them. So there you go. This is not reverse psychology, by the way. I'm actually deadly serious. I'm not picking them this year. Malcolm. Sorry, but I'm just not. They let me down too many damn times. So no.
They let you down. They've been letting you down for
I know.
35
I'm
years.
just talking about me here now. I can just barely. I'm only scratching the surface of the pain you guys have been going through.
Woe is
So-
me, Lyle. Woe
I made my predictions wrong for 10 years. How can I be a reputable source of hockey news? Fuck your emotions. They're screwing up my ad revenue.
Exactly, bastards.
200-point swing.
So anyway, Blue Jackets and say, prove me wrong, Caps. Prove me wrong.
All right, Orb, please.
All right, Orb, will the Caps beat the Blue Jackets? Yes, definitely.
What? Did the orb turn red on the
Yes, he did. He
Yeah.
turned
Rocking the
Capitals red. He's rocking the red.
Lyle said that this orb had lots of balls.
Yes.
There are many more balls to choose from.
Coin.
Coin. Coin goes Blue Jackets.
Yeah, of course. Fuck that coin. All right, this is the definite one.
Okay.
An admirer is too shy to greet you. That's the Capitals in the Stanley Cup. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that couldn't. Lucky numbers, no bullshit. Lucky numbers 8, 19, 23, 29, 30, 40. So we got ourselves a nice little. Can it focus there? I don't know. It's too.
Yeah, no, I can see them.
8, 19, right on the top. I'm like, oh, that's obviously the Capitals going to win this one.
Yeah, Milan Jurčina somehow coming back and becoming relevant.
Wow,
Number
Milan
23.
Jurčina.
There's a deep dive for you. There you go.
Chandler
Or was that
Stevenson.
Shane Morrison? I forget.
That's even deeper.
Yeah, Jurčina was 58. Or no, he was 68. He exercised those Yager demons. All right, we go out west now. Oh,
Hell,
wait,
at
no, we
this
got one more of
point,
these.
maybe we could get Milan Hajduk back.
Shit.
Don't we still have it? We
Yeah.
still have the
You know,
Pittsburgh
no.
Flyers.
Get Brian Bellows back. Are you
Is
fucking-
that over?
Oh yeah, no, we got Philly,
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Is that series over? Do we not have to pick it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we have to.
We could chalk it up to Pittsburgh already.
Yeah, we'll go quickly. It's 3-0 getting in the second period already. So that one I'm saying, I said I was saying Pittsburgh in 6 games. So there we go.
Thought the Flyers would put up more of a fight. Anyway.
Well, it's only one period. You may rely on
Or
it.
it says, will the Penguins beat Flyers? You may rely on it.
Yep.
Coin.
Coin says Flyers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well. All right, now this
The
one's a
coin
little bit.
So
Coin
we have an
loves it.
issue right now. The coin has come up tails of awful lot for a 50-50 chance right now.
Right, and it's kind of maybe it's the way you're flipping it. Flip different next time.
It's the gambler's
Yeah, start with
fallacy.
tails
John.
on top.
Gambler's fallacy.
Now this one's
Get
open
caught
to
in it.
interpretation. This one I'll have to get your guys' opinion on. You will travel to many exotic places in the next few years.
Not Pittsburgh. Definitely not Pittsburgh.
They're not even.
Really, Philly?
Yeah, they're not even
I
leaving.
choose Philly over Pittsburgh if you're talking about exotic places.
Yeah, they're not even leaving.
At least
the
they've won things.
Pennsylvania. What do you mean exotic places?
Lucky numbers 13, 14, 16, 21, 23, and 34. Obviously, picking the Flyers. Peter Mrazek, he's traveled to exotic places like the
Yeah,
Czech
that's true.
Republic
And Detroit.
and Detroit.
True.
Sean Couturier, he's a big proponent of the Eastern Canada. And then, of course, I don't know, guys, Brandon Manning, defenseman of the Stars. He's going to have a great time.
Brother of Eli and Peyton.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's a team of champions.
So, Fortune Cookie obviously picking Philly over Pittsburgh.
And I mean, it's got to be Philly's year, right? I mean, if they're going to win all the championships in one season, they got to do hockey as well. They got to
I
be.
don't know. I think the Phillies are kind of fucked already. But, all right, now we head out west, young man.
Now we head out west.
Nashville, Smashville, back in it again. Who the hell they got first round? I don't know.
Avalanche.
Colorado and reigning MVP Nathan McKinnon.
Yep. And this is going to be the first sweep because it's going to be the Predators sweeping the Avs in 4. That's my pick for the.
You
sweep.
have no faith in John Bernier in net?
You know, it's sad that a team has to be swept in the first round, but since it's going to be Colorado,
Kinda
well,
also hilarious.
Best to do it with your backup goaltender. So.
I like it that Matt Duchene said he wanted to be on a playoff team, and
I know. At least this is something. Hey, at least this is something that the Avs can use to build on. I mean, they get swept or maybe win a game, but at least it's like, yeah, well, at least we made the playoffs. Unlike that ungrateful.
Didn't they say that a couple years ago, and then it didn't really take off either?
Yeah, but that was different back then because back then the Avs were a dominant team in the West back then in that season, and this year they are like the classic underdog, scrappy little underdog. But no, Preds too much firepower, too much, one of the best defense in the league. Vezina nominee for sure, and Pekka Rinne. Hey, there you go. If the Avs had a healthy Varlamov, maybe they'd have a chance to steal a game or two, but they don't. So,
well, even then,
I said a game or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Orb.
Will Nashville beat Colorado, as I see it, yes.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of a
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Are we all
coin.
coin.
Let's
Are we all
see if-
going?
what
sub?
you do.
It's 4-0 now, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Coin says
Yeah.
tails again.
Tails again. So,
Colorado.
well then.
Coin's
This
picking
coin's
heads.
broken.
Yes.
Next round, I'm picking a new coin.
All right, that works. You will be unusually successful in business.
Ooh. Fortune cookie.
I think that's
Colorado.
that,
I think
that
that's
might be talking about
Colorado.
catfish sales.
Secret numbers or lucky numbers 7, 16, 29, 35, 40, and 48. The only two numbers there that have any meaning to this series. Number 29, the Nathan McKinnon. Number 35 at Pecorine.
There you go. So this could go either way.
Maybe those are your two players to watch.
Those are your two players to watch in this series. Unusually
Yes.
successful in business. I almost think it's picking Colorado.
Yeah, that's what I think too. If you're unusually successful in business, because this is a team that is not the last time, they have not been successful in business for a very, very long time.
No, they have not.
Very, very long time.
Now we move to the other series in the Central Division. That is the Winnipeg Jets having home ice against the Minnesota Wild.
The series
I
which
ask
I'm
a
watching
real
now, by the way.
question?
So.
What's up, Johnny?
Can I ask why NHL.com put the background for the Minnesota Wild as red? I feel like that should be green.
Yeah, they haven't used red in a couple years. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. They're a bunch of idiots over there.
Sounds great.
That's really my only answer, John. I can't tell you
We
anything.
will accept that as your answer. Yes, we will accept that.
Speaking of these dumbass brackets, I actually had to sign into a real laptop in order to finish it. Because apparently NHL.com doesn't work on smartphones, I guess. I don't know.
Well then. Huh.
Jerks.
It's 5-0.
Jesus Christ.
Have they pulled Elliott by now?
No, but one of Philly's defensemen just batted the puck over his left shoulder.
Oh, for
tried
the
to
love of
tried to catch the puck, deflected off his glove, went in over his left shoulder.
The...
Is that like throwing salt?
Yes, for good luck.
Probably they threw it in their own faces.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's still scoreless in the second period between the Jets and the Wild.
Hey, good for them.
Must be the red background.
Must
Yeah,
be.
must be the red back.
Yeah.
All right. So Lyle, who you got?
Jibbity Jerb. I'm going with Jets and 6 over to Wild.
Jets, Jets.
Canada's team right
Just
there.
kidding. That was Crosby deflection. That was actually pretty ridiculous. And
Was it really?
It may or may not be under the crossbar, so that'll probably go to review. Anyway,
because that's going to really matter.
what are the two? Yeah, it's not. Well, what are the two
Jets,
teams
Jets,
we're going?
Jets high seed, Wild low seed.
Will the Jets beat the Wild? Outlook not good. Picking the Wild. And there goes. Yep, there he goes right now. Elliott getting yanked.
Getting the hook.
Getting Das Hook.
Mm-hmm. Soon comes Mrazek. Well, yeah, there's. Gotta wonder one of these years, I think the Flyers are ever going to get it together with a goaltender. Anyway, what you got, Johnny?
This is tails again.
Oh, for heaven's sake! What is going on?
If the coin is the big winner in all this, then we know that it had a reasoning.
That doesn't have a reason.
Oh, a pleasant surprise.
And it's not being 50-50.
A pleasant surprise is in store for you soon.
Oh,
this could go any number of ways. Bruce
that
Boudreau
almost seems
behind-
like wild. That almost seems like wild. If you're a Wild
bit.
fan, hey,
Oh, of
pleasant
course.
surprise.
Pleasant surprise.
Happy
Lucky numbers 5, 6, 19, 26, 40, and 46. I'm looking at those numbers, not really meaning anything to either team. Dmitry Kulikov, maybe. Could be one to watch.
If he ever plays again.
Blake Wheeler. Wheeler.
There you go.
That's
There you
26.
go. There you go.
Joe Armina, number 40 for the Jets.
It sounds like a great first baseman back in the 90s.
Yeah, number 40, Devin Dubnik. Also, it could be Wheeler Dubnik we're going with here.
Could be.
I can't make hide or hair of this. Are we all going Minnesota on this? Or we
Give me the fortune again.
It's a pleasant surprise is in store for you soon. That could also mean the Jets because they haven't won a series since they were the old Jets.
That's an excellent point. That's an
That
excellent
would be a
point.
surprise.
Yes, it would.
a very
but again though, the Jets.
Was
The
number
Jets are one
15
of the
on
top
that?
teams in the league though this year, so they're kind of expected to win it. To at least win this series, if for nothing else.
John 5, 6, 19, 26, 40, and 46.
All right. I was thinking maybe it was Andrew Burnett.
Oddly enough, doesn't play anymore.
Yeah, he's played for both of those teams though somehow.
I don't. Yeah, he did because he played for the Thrashers.
Mm-hmm.
So
It counts. That counts.
All right. Of the three, Minnesota or Winnipeg, how do we resolve this?
I still say that it sounds like it's going for Minnesota. They're the ones that would have the bigger surprise if they're winning this series.
Minnesota, Lyle, or sorry, Mark.
Yeah,
That was Lyle.
Again, Lyle. Different answer.
Yeah. Lyle with
I'm going to go with Minnesota on this one too. I'm going to go with Minnesota because of the Boudreaux effect.
All right. And Johnny, you're it doesn't matter, but
It doesn't matter to me. Sounds like the Jets are grounded.
there we go.
Ooh, it's an NHL headline after they lose
There
this
we
series.
go. I
Jets
love it.
grounded.
The Vegas Golden Knights and the Los Angeles Kings going on the Medieval Times series.
Kings and Knights.
Lyle, who you got?
Well, it's I loves me a good fairy tale story as much as the next person, but I'm gonna go with the Kings and 6 on this one. Experience gonna win out on this one.
Wow.
Yes, going with the Kings.
Well, there is a Stanley Cup winner or two on this Vegas Golden Knights team. So I've heard.
I think just one.
Just one, and his name is Marc-Andre Fleury.
Multiple times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's one, but there's 16 players on the Vegas Knights who played in the playoffs. at some
It's
point.
not like they don't have any playoff experience, but the core guys on that Kings team have they're not that far removed from 2 Stanley Cup championships, guys, and they've had bounce back seasons. Talking about Jonathan Quick, Anze Kopitar, and Dustin Brown, the former captain. So and they got Jeff Carter back late in the season.
Only the Caps could have traded Alexander Semin for Dustin Brown.
I wonder if the Kings would be smart to fly back and forth to Vegas each night rather than have them stay over.
I think that might be wise.
Very much so.
Yeah,
I've seen swingers; they can drive.
Yeah, it's true. I was actually thinking about how much of an advantage it is for Vegas to have home ice advantage during a series.
I said this 8 months ago.
I mean, it really depends on the team. Like, if it's Alexander Radulov coming into town, you never know what's going to happen.
True.
I guess it's a good thing he's not coming into town.
Exactly.
All right. So, will the Vegas Golden Knights beat the Los Angeles Kings? My reply is no.
Aha.
Or going with the Kings as well.
I finally got a heads.
Yay!
Going with the Vegas.
That means the Knights are winning. The Knights beat the Kings.
Amazing.
There's more of them.
There
You'd
is.
think.
It's true.
You'd think there's more Knights than Kings. You'd think.
Well, there's two. It's 2-1.
Fortune cookie. Watch for a stranger to soon become a friend.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah.
Lucky numbers
I'm
1,
gonna
1, 12, 20, 34, 37, and 40. Not really. Those numbers don't really mean dick or shit. to me.
I'm gonna say the Vegas Golden Knights are a stranger.
Yeah. And they became our friends.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Vegas takes this one. I'm gonna say the ancient Chinese or whoever put this in here wanted the Vegas Golden Knights to beat the LA Kings.
Some dude in Topeka, Kansas.
Fine by me. Shout out Charlie Lee. Last one, and the one that we all agree is because the Canadian teams stink. San Jose and Anaheim. In the hey, Johnny's not even going to watch a minute of this game bowl.
No, not at all.
This is the series. This is the one series I think is going to go 7. This was going to be a slog, but in the end, I believe it's going to be the San Jose Sharks who are going to come out on top on this one. Because the Ducks are without their top defenseman, Cam Fowler, for this series. He's gone with a shoulder injury, and John Gibson, their starting goalie, banged up going into this one. So yeah. So that's why I'm kind of giving the edge to the Sharky Sharks, who have a little bit of a better power play as well, and their goaltending improved down the stretch. So there you go. That's my logic. I stand by it.
Will the Ducks beat the Sharks? Which would be kind of ridiculous in real life.
True.
Outlook good.
Yay!
The Ducks are going to peck them to death.
I'm sorry, Lyle.
Right.
Lyle, who did you say?
I said Sharks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will the Ducks beat the Sharks? It's tails again. I'd love to know. I bet
The coin's
tails
broken.
up at least like 6 out of 8 times.
The coin's broken.
Oh,
My
We're
coin is
what?
broken.
we're 8 cookies in.
Oh wow, it sounds like an awful night.
We might already be into repeats.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, here we go.
If you remember, the Winnipeg, and here's the one here, the Winnipeg, Minnesota one said, a pleasant surprise is in store for you soon.
Mm-hmm.
The one for the Kings and for the Ducks and the Sharks is, a pleasant surprise is soon in store for you.
Ah.
Point. So we had one that was worded differently and had a period, and then we had this one that's worded differently and has an explanation point.
Well, it's emphatic.
Lucky numbers 7, 9, 16, 23, 34, and 36. Obviously, this means John Gibson is going to rule all. Number 36, very odd number.
From the bench.
From the bench.
I think Cam Fowler, number 7, or no?
He's number 4.
Oh. Yeah, it was
couldn't this be an
7 in the
Evander
program.
Kane drop though? He's number 9, right?
Who's that?
Evander Kane.
I think Evander Kane is there.
Yeah.
Are we saying Sharks on this one?
I
think
said
maybe
Sharks.
I say
I said
maybe
Sharks.
Sharks. You
I
did
said
say Sharks.
Sharks.
I think maybe Sharks.
Sharks.
Going Sharks
Baby
over.
sharks? I bet baby sharks. Ducks could take out baby sharks.
Even then.
I don't know.
Do you think baby sharks are born with teeth? I mean, could they still rip
Yeah.
it up?
They have to have teeth.
Yes. Yes, they can.
I mean, they have teeth. Yeah.
They're born
No, the
with
real
teeth.
question is, do they have freaking laser beams attached to their heads?
That really is.
No, they grow out in adulthood. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about this bit is that I told Jen about it after Wednesday. After she promised me she wouldn't get mad, and I asked her, "Do you like fortune cookies?" She's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Well, then this isn't going to be that big of a problem then."
Yeah.
So
she's
now
going to
has
eat a bunch of fortune cookies?
8
Or?
fortune cookies to eat.
much like the NHL playoffs, there's no MSG in these cookies. So
Yay.
Thank God.
Shark pups
Greatest.
are only 1 to 1.5 meters in length, but they are born with teeth fully grown.
Yes.
They got
They
80
have to be.
They got 80 rows of teeth.
Yes. They are born as eating machines.
Yeah, but they're only like this big.
So
Only like this big.
if that was your penis,
Hudson's
you're like, this is
almost that
amazing.
size.
Yeah.
That was your
I think
penis, you're like,
that's
this is great.
Unless it comes with 80 rows of teeth, then
You know,
well.
Well, hey, in that case, extra bonus, rib for her pleasure.
This has turned into 7 quickly.
What happened?
Yes.
Blue
Yes,
hour.
this deteriorated in a hurry.
All right, Mark, are you allowed to stay? Are you allowed to? Do you have baby duty?
Yeah, he was being a little jerk earlier, so I should probably roll. But
All right, buddy.
Let's do one round of haha fuck you.
Haha,
Yes,
fuck you, ladies
yes.
and gentlemen. In honor of the Penguins Flyers series, which is going so smashingly, we
For
go
the
back to the
Flyers.
first time they met in the playoffs. That's right, the wonderful year of 1989,
Ooh.
when the
I was
Philadelphia.
thinking it was like 1974.
Right? No,
Ooh, wow. Oh, this is going to be tough.
this is when the Philadelphia Flyers beat the Penguins in 7 games after the Penguins won 4-3 in the game 1.
1989.
Wow, 89.
The Penguins had home ice advantage in this series as well. The
Uh,
parallels, the parallels are almost non-existent.
Perfect.
So in our haha fuck you, I have all the scoring stats for both teams, including all the goaltenders played in this
Jesus.
series. That's a total of a lot of fucking people.
Okay.
So
So what are we
haha fuck
picking?
you.
We have 27
You
minutes.
have like 27 people per team to pick from.
Yeah, it's a wide swath, but then again, you're talking almost 30 years
You're
ago,
talking
dude.
about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Like this ain't gonna be easy.
It's not a layup.
No, it is not. It is not.
Mark with a C. You start us off first.
Mario Lemieux.
Hey, look at that. He's right on the board off the hop.
Great
What
work.
did you think I was
Yes,
going to pick?
Hey,
well, that's a layup, but yeah,
Look, hey, it doesn't matter. It still counts for points.
sure it does. Sure
Johnny
it does.
P.
Tom Barrasso.
See, listen, this is easy. Easy.
Easy.
Maybe I
This
make it
is
harder
like,
next
this
time.
is setting my therapy back like 4 to 7 years.
You know what? Hey, listen. It is what it is. Lyle, who do you got?
You guys both picked Penguins. You did well, yeah. You 2 Penguins. I'm gonna go a flyer here for a sec. Hang on. Ron Hextall.
All right, see, it's just as easy. 3 in a row. Come on.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
nothing.
Okay.
This is
All right.
nothing
I'm
to you
feeling.
guys.
I'm feeling a little better about myself here now.
Now we're gonna get down to the doldrums now.
Yeah, here we
Doing it-
go.
let's do another round.
Here's the sad shit. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Shell Samuelson.
4 for 4. 4 for
Wow.
4. Why are we playing this game?
Wow.
Why are we playing this game?
Wow.
Why are you even here?
Why are you here? Layup. See, I'm not that cruel to you guys.
What?
What
Johnny?
about Larry Murphy?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Fuck you.
Oh,
He was still in the Caps.
oh man.
Actually, I think he was on the North Stars at that point because he
Mm,
went to the North Stars before he went to the Penguins.
okay.
Lyle?
Bad. He sounds so insincere. Okay, I'm gonna stick with Flyers here again. Mark Howe.
It's just that easy. It's just that easy. 5 or 6. Just
Wow.
that easy.
Wow. Wow.
That's
Surprising. We're
easy.
surprising
I just
ourselves
screwed
here.
everything up.
It's fucking easy. Mark, what you got?
I'm gonna have to go with the other one that I think might be on this team, but he probably isn't. Ulf Samuelson.
I think he was with Hartford then, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was.
yeah.
Yes.
I had to try.
Good effort. Good job. Good effort. Listen, it's 5 out of 7. I mean, come on, Johnny's gonna keep this train rolling.
What about Keith Primo? Or am I thinking of a different series?
You come with me, with Keith Primo. Go fuck yourself, Keith Primo. No, of course not. You're the Red Wings, I think.
Guess I'm thinking of a different series.
Yeah, you're thinking of 2002, I think.
That's way off.
Yeah. We're in 89, brother. Lyle?
1989. Mark was 6.
Yeah. How are you guys knowing this shit when you weren't even born yet?
a lot of NHL 94, I bet.
I'm
There you go.
extrapolating back from
Yeah.
NHL 94 and assuming
Yeah.
these players were on the team.
We're still there, yeah. Yeah. I 89. I was 26.
You're in prime. Look at
Brian Prop. Brian Prop.
Oh, listen, we gotta give Lyle props for
Off the
Brian
flyer.
Prop. Look at him.
I'm sticking with the Flyers, man. And I'll let me
Simple.
down.
Props.
Simple.
Give me the prop.
Simple.
Yeah.
Mark.
Crap. I just had one that I was gonna pick and I forgot who it was. Give me Rod Brindamore.
Ooh.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Nope.
wasn't Brindy in the league then?
No, he was not.
Damn. Because he did. Well, wait. Did he come in with the Blues or the Flyers?
I want to say Flyers, then Blues. I don't know.
I don't know.
Actually, I think he might have been Blues because he wore that terrible uniform.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think he started with the Blues and then went to the Flyers because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was in the league then.
He probably might have been. Lyle. I don't
Rod
know.
Brindamore was played for the St. Louis Blues until '91.
There we
There you
go.
go.
There we go.
Ah,
See.
Yeah.
He
We go
does
to
it,
Johnny P.
What about Brian Trottier?
No, he was still with the Islanders at that point.
Yeah.
Damn, I was just thinking about that Brian Bellis.
Okay, I think I'm
Video.
starting to run out of Flyers here now that I know. Hang on. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. No, Lyle. There's no Bobby Clark in there. Shut up, brain.
I was gonna say that, so thank you.
No, no, yeah, no.
I'm gonna take a
Way to go.
flying leap off a short pier in my next guess.
Oh, all of a sudden, this just suddenly slammed shut and stopped being so easy here. Rick Tocchet.
It's just that easy, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that easy to win. Ha ha.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Jesus! I didn't think that he was even in the league then.
He played 5 games, had 2 assists.
Wow! Did I get lucky on that one? Holy shit! I think I'm done with Flyers. I better start trying to see what Penguins I know. Holy crap!
Mark.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure he
man.
was on a different team, but I'm gonna go with Ron Francis.
Yeah, I think he was with Hartford then.
Yeah, he was still with Hartford.
Yeah. Not a bad guess, but yeah, he didn't join. I think it was the following year he joined them.
Yeah,
sure,
it
can't
was
remember.
2 years, maybe 1 or 2 years before the cup run.
Yeah,
Johnny,
91.
what's your fly and leap, Johnny?
I don't
Yeah.
think this is right in any way, shape, or form, but I would just like to say Tommy Soderstrom.
No,
For the
not.
bubble. Yeah.
Incorrect. He didn't get into the league until 91, 92, I
But he
believe.
did play for the Flyers.
He did. That is true. He played for the
Yes.
Hershey Bears too. Lyle.
Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm kind of okay. I think I've tapped that Flyers well for all it's worth. Let me think of Penguins now. Shit! Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang
he was
on,
on
no.
both teams actually.
Yeah. Frank Pietrangelo? No. Yeah. What the hell? Frank Pietrangelo.
Fuck you. Nope.
That's the first one you've missed.
Yeah, we all have missed one. Everybody.
There we go. There we go. Shit.
Mark.
I think I'm out of even names that even are remotely close to players that may or may not have. Like I'm gonna start combining names and hoping for the best.
Go for it, man.
Real players.
Go for it, man.
I'm gonna go with Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson.
Oh, so close, but no.
Oh, there you go.
Johnny.
Crap. I had an idea and I lost it. Yeah, I had an idea for a wing on the Penguins, and it was there, and now it's gone.
That's a shame.
All of a sudden, we've hit the wall.
It's just another brick. Crap. Yeah, I had something. It's gone. It's never ever gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
No, he's never gonna get it.
All right, so it looks like both Batonzas might be tapping.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, unless it comes back to me all of a sudden here. I think
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm still. Please take your time. I'm trying to think too.
Could I add one that just popped into my head in Sean Bodine?
Sorry. No.
I'm not allowed to add it.
No, you can't add it. No.
Okay.
I've actually judged it. You cannot add that.
All right. Give us
All right,
other notables.
I'm out, man. Yeah, I'm tapped. I can't think of any more.
Everyone's
Hit the
out.
wall.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
So for the Flyers.
Yep.
Tim Kerr, the leading scorer.
Tim Kerr. Oh,
you mentioned Prop. You mentioned Hal. Dave Poland, Mike Bullard, Pele Eklund, who now runs the Trade Rumor website.
There was a guy named.
Yeah, but it was
Pele
only
in
in
the league.
E4 that he was even on that team.
It was
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
And there was a many guys named Pele from Sweden. Scott Mellenby, Derek Smith, Ron Sutter, Gord Murphy, Keith Acton, Terry Cartner. We mentioned Shel Samuelson, Al Secord. We mentioned Rick Tockett, Jeff Chikrin, the Chief, Greg Berube.
You were so close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Wells, Doug Solomon, Brian Dobbin, and Inika Sineko.
Sinisalo.
Oh, I can't believe that we missed Tough Acton, Keith Acton.
Yeah. The goaltenders, we mentioned Hextall, the backup, Ken Reggett.
Wow.
Who
Penguins-
also, I believe, at some point play backup for the Penguins.
For the Penguins, yes.
Yeah.
For the Penguins, we mentioned Lemieux, Zarly Zalapski,
Double Z.
Damn it.
Kevin Stevens,
Oh, I didn't think he was in the league then.
Paul Coffey.
Oh, how the hell did we miss Paul Coffey? Holy crap.
Down goes
It's a
Rob
suppressed
Brown.
memory for most of us.
Down goes Rob Brown. Dan Quinn, John Cullen, Jim Johnson, Jock Collender, Bob Erie, Randy Cunnyworth, radio voice of the Penguins, Phil Bork.
Phil Bork. That's right.
I knew there was a Bork on this team.
Yes. Troy Loney, Gord Dineen, Dave Hannon, Randy Hillier, Rod Bukas, Jay Caulfield, Steve Don't Call Me Lenny Dykstra, Chris Dahlquist, Richard Zemlak. We mentioned Tom Barrasso, the other goalie for that team, Wendell Young. Wendell Young.
Wow, that was good.
Wow.
That was a good one. Hey, we
You
were
made-
chugging along pretty good there for a while.
Just when you made us feel like we knew something, you ripped out the carpet.
Exactly.
for me today.
False sense of security. That series had a game that ended 10-7. Game 5.
Wow.
Mario Lemieux had 5 goals. Rob
One
Brown
game by himself.
had, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I mean, Lemieux for the Penguins. Lemieux had 14 points, 9 goals in 7 games.
Jesus.
And
Wow.
they still lost.
Different time back then, boy.
Yeah.
Wow. Different game. Sometimes I hear these things. It's so hard for me to believe that that stuff was almost 30 years ago now. It's like whoosh. God.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Thinking back like 20 years ago was bad enough, but 30, holy shit. Yeah.
All right, Mark.
Yes. Well, I will talk to you guys next week. Enjoy the playoffs. Hopefully, this time next week, there's still Caps games to be played.
There's gonna be Caps games. Lots of fucking.
I hope so.
Just fucking
I
jumping
hope
off.
so.
Don't break your fucking ankles jumping off that bandwagon, Lyle. Fuck. God damn it.
That's all right. Tell
It
Jen
might
to
be better
enjoy
than what
those.
I had.
I will make sure she does, Mark.
Tell her to enjoy those fortune cookies.
I'm doing right now.
I look forward
Scotty's
to
eating them all.
I look forward to what the second round holds. What fortunes our second round holds.
Probably beat all the same
Jets
fortune.
finally on the board, by the way. Jets finally on the board. 1-0 late in the second period.
All right, fellas.
Bye there, Mark.
Until
We'll
next
see you
week.
next week,
Have a
buddy.
good one, Mark.
Have fun.
Oh, peace and hair grease. There goes Mark with a C.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad we do this a little earlier so Mark can have some time to
Did
play
we
with us.
talk last week about Hudson's massive dome? The kid's
No.
got a huge head.
Really?
27,
Well, that
27-inch circumference, 6 months.
well
Wow.
that means he's gonna be a terrific soccer player, right?
By that point, they won't allow heading in youth sports. So
I
That's true.
suppose. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I've been hearing that even up here in Canada. They're talking about maybe getting rid of the heading the ball. You could always just teach them how to do it right, and you won't get a concussion.
yeah, but why would you do
What the
that?
hell do I know? What the hell do I
Lyle,
know?
that takes work. It's easier to eliminate everything than to give people proper training.
Yeah.
I just got an email that said dinosaurs are coming to the Alaris Center. What the
Dinosaurs?
fuck's going on? Yeah, what the fuck's going on here?
Cool. Global warming
Are
has
they
brought
just
back the
showing up?
dinosaurs.
Not the mama.
Yeah, that was I was thinking too, but no, it's actual real dinosaurs apparently.
Oh.
Over 80 life-size dinosaurs in almost.
Now,
Visitors
if it was dinosaurs on ice, I'm all in.
oh, that'd be
Oh,
great.
that'd be fantastic.
It's like that children's book, Dinosaur Hockey. Have you guys not?
How did T-Rex play hockey with those little arms?
Yeah, well, they played ref, and then they couldn't put their arms up, and they kind of no one's seen Dinosaur Hockey book, that little kid's book for dinosaur. Lyle,
No, sorry, bud.
No, what?
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Called Dino Hockey.
That was probably well after my my parenthood stage. I'm sorry. I had it.
Lyle, I was like freaking 30 when I saw this book. I was just like, this is amazing. It's the greatest book on earth.
You were you were 30
Probably.
when you saw this. Okay,
Well,
which
it was
means
a-
it's well past the time that I would have needed a children's
no,
book
it's
for
fine.
my
It's
son.
It's like Kiefer was 21, so
Fine, listen. Hey, listen, we only
Keeper's not 27. It don't work.
see there it is. It's not,
I mean, I could read it to him, but I don't think he'd appreciate it. Yeah. Now again, see now look. How does the T-Rex play hockey with those little arms?
Look at that long stick, though. Got that long stick. He's got that Marty
Okay.
St. Louis stick.
Okay.
Six times the size of his body.
The Matt Zuccarello stick. Yeah.
Right.
Can I ask a really dumb question?
Is
at
it
this
about the
point?
Triceratops?
No, well, so here's my question. Here's my question.
Okay.
I don't know why that struck me really funny. Is it about the Triceratops?
At what
I'm
point,
sorry, Johnny,
at
go
what
ahead.
point were the dinosaurs like really, really concerned with concussions and being forced to wear helmets? I feel like they should have been. I feel like they should have been grandfathered into this.
Here's the thing.
Especially the Triceratops. They get like their whole bloody head is one big bony shield, for God's sake. They're not going to get a concussion.
And that's just it. Like, why are the horns not protected with some visor? Like, this is the thing. Like, that's why I asked why about the Triceratops. And Johnny, they had a couple of close calls before. Obviously, we remember the Brontosaurus hitting his head on the scoreboard, thus making things that little much more different these days. So obviously.
By the way,
yeah.
by the way, I think we got a new slogan for a T-shirt. Face Off Hockey Show, but what about the Triceratops?
Yeah, no, is it about the Triceratops?
Is it about the Triceratops?
That was actually my favorite.
You know what? I feel like you should be able to interject random questions like that whenever people like just into like conversation. I feel like that should be normal. That's like if anybody ever starts a sentence with "I believe," but then pause long enough that I can ask them if the children are our future. I do it every time, and no one. So now when somebody is like says, "I have a question," I'm just gonna have to respond with, "Is it about the Triceratops?" And
Is it
then
about
I'll
the
laugh
Triceratops?
no one else will know why.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
I think
end
that's
up in the
brilliant.
mental part of the hospital very quickly, but I'm fine with it.
They'll just be like, "No,
I like it. Yeah.
Should be. I don't."
I gotta remember that. Could I ask you a question? Is it about the Triceratops? And just watch the reactions.
You look scared though. You can't look scared. Like you just have to say it like it's a normal thing. Like, is it
Yeah.
about the
Oh,
Triceratops?
yeah. Oh, is it about the
Here's
Triceratops?
the problem though.
What Triceratops? Exactly. What Triceratops? You didn't see a Triceratops. You didn't see nothing.
The problem is this: when they say yes, and they're like, "Oh no."
Ooh.
Oh.
Well,
Now then the automatic reaction is, what's it done now?
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
no,
how
when
you
they-
get out of
when
it.
no,
If they call,
no,
if
when
they call
say-
your bluff and say yes, and then what's it done now?
what you say then is, if they say yes, you say try means 3, and then you go back to your work.
Even better. That's even better. Yeah. Try means 3.
So did they have
Anything else?
Triceratops?
Yes. Yes, they
I
did.
think one of them was
Such a
actually.
great name.
I think one was a Julie,
All right.
a Julie top instead of a Ceratop.
Not
It's-
a muffin
it's-
top.
I thought
753 in the
Ceratops.
Central Coast.
I think
Not a
Ceratops
muffin top.
Blue Jays for a little bit too, didn't he? I think so.
I think he did too. A couple years. By the way, the Orioles are dog shit. Oh boy, are they terrible.
Why?
Oh, fuck.
Why?
Oh, wow, they're fucking
Who's beating
terrible.
them now after you were
Oh.
singing their praises a week ago?
I sang their praises for a game because I knew that's probably the only time I
It was opening day.
Yeah.
Are the Blue Jays point on the chart where the Blue Jays are hurting the Orioles?
Oh, Lyle, it's not the Blue Jays, it's the front office. Dan
Oh.
Duquette should have went to Toronto. They shouldn't have kept him. Now they're gonna lose Manny Machado and Adam Jones. It's gonna be terrible. But before we get to all that, I found something even better than dinosaur hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, submit it for your approval. Obviously, we didn't have anything to do with Lao except for playoffs, so don't worry about it, kids. You're not missing much. There's no trade rumors to talk about.
No.
John Tavares will venture that. Trust us during the offseason. This is it. This subterranean sewer hockey.
I remember
the rod
that.
hockey game with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sewer hockey.
Listen, this is.
No, but each goal was a pipe.
Yeah, no. Each goal is a pipe, and obviously Shredder is a goalie, and Casey Jones, obviously.
Yeah,
he already had
obviously.
the mask.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you have it. Where's
Bebop?
Bebop's over here. Rocksteady's
Bebop and
here.
Rocksteady need to be part of it.
They're back here. They're back here on the defense.
Are they playing defense?
Yeah, a foot
Good.
soldier, a frog, and a crocodile are the forward lines because sure they would
Walk
And
into a bar.
Yeah, it looks like the Ninja Turtles are always on a penalty kill. And I don't see who their teammate is. Is it April? It'd be great if it's April. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was looking for dinosaur hockey and that popped up. I'm like, that doesn't. Sure, no, that makes sense.
Which one of these is not
Sewer
like
hockey
the
makes-
other?
Makes total sense.
Awesome sense. Yeah, I don't know. We got unless you got anything, Lyle. I mean, we just did playoffs essentially, and
No, well, as we should, because it's the opening night of playoffs, and I think that's all the focus needs to be on. We can worry about trade rumors and stuff when we get later on if we had a boring patch or whatever. It's just the usual shit right now. Anyway, I mean, Carlson, they won't trade Carlson during the draft. Okay, good, but that doesn't mean that they won't. Oh, they could trade Max Pacioretty. Yeah, I know. Okay. So,
yeah. All right,
Whatever.
all right, we'll end this segment right. Obviously, the Calgary Dinos are a team.
Yes.
You can remember that. But there apparently is a legacy T-shirt that's on sale at the Vintage Minnesota Hockey Store. That could be the greatest shirt ever.
Is it about the Triceratops?
Close. It is the Dino the Dinosaur, Dino Cicerelli legacy T-shirt.
There you go.
There you go. It's Dino Cicerelli when he was with the North Stars. Big star. Looking great. Looking great.
What's going
condition.
on with the right side of the T-shirt there?
That's the tag.
Looks like somebody bit a hole in it. Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
no, that's
tag.
the tag. It's the tag, and there's a closer look at it, and another closer look at it, and there you go. Minnesota. Problem is, actually, this shirt is cheaper than the 2016 NHL Awards shirt.
Oh God.
Wow, we talked earlier in the show. The 2016 NHL Awards shirt is still $32, and it has the Marc Messier Leadership Award as #1 on the list of awards.
Yeah.
Listen, they're reaching. God bless them. But
Gotta bless him. Yeah. For
He-
the reward that nobody gives a crap about Messier because it makes him happy. How long do you guys think until that award finally runs its course and it's very quietly mothballed?
6
years
man,
ago.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
Like, man, why now? Why not 3 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
It
you
was
know how
a
much
bad
money-
idea from the start.
How much money can they get for that trophy though? It's 3D.
Here's the thing: anybody can print that trophy now. It's fine. That's the
If
thing.
they have a printer, it costs so much money for a 3D printer.
That's fine. Everything's fine.
What if I made the Marc Messier trophy out of Legos?
If you do, by the
Would
way, did you
anybody
get
notice the difference?
Johnny, did you get a package this week?
No, I have not yet.
Shit. Okay. It should be coming to tomorrow or the next day. So,
All right.
yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
You already
the
told me what it is.
Oh, did I?
You told me last week.
Oh. Well,
I won't repeat it though,
good because
just
I
in
don't.
case our listeners don't remember.
Yeah, they probably don't. Surprised the live chat's not bopping today.
There's no one on it.
Probably playoff fever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lyle, that was fun. As always, it's been great.
Yep.
We
Good win, Lyle. Way to win the 200-point swing.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have to come up with a
Thank you.
gimmick for next season.
Yeah, I know.
I'm enjoying it while I can because, geez, every year just never worked out. But this year,
Yeah,
finally.
It's like, all right, let's do this wrestling thing until it finally hits.
until it finally hits, and it
finally
finally
hit.
did.
You're like, all right.
So now I got to change my theme for next year. So
Yeah.
that's the price I have to pay for my successful.
Or you keep it rolling. You keep it going.
Yeah, double down.
I'll probably double down. I'm too lazy to come up with anything. But
this is when it goes more obscure wrestlers.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh yeah. Now I got to make it even deeper. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, because it's going to get to the point soon where people aren't going to know who the Guelph Lance Storms are. So there you go.
Well, no, he does a podcast. I think they're somewhat relevant.
Oh, okay.
So anybody who does a podcast is somewhat relevant. FaceOff.com. Maybe keep telling ourselves that constantly. All right. Well, Lyle, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. We will talk to you
always,
in
gentlemen.
7 days, sir.
Enjoy the playoffs, guys.
Enjoy the
playoffs. As much as you can.
Listen, you're bad. You're bad.
I got a really big bottle of vodka.
Your Columbus Blue Jackets juju is not gonna fucking ruin our parade down fucking
the Capitals playing like crap.
Down Chinatown, all the way down till they reach the White House. Yeah. Howard Dean.
Don't stop believing.
You know, the irony of this, right, is if the Capitals ever did win the Stanley Cup, it would be the only parade where the people driving the floats actually got lost, because there's zero way that you can drive through DC correctly.
Here's the thing. The Caps win the champion. If the Caps win the championship, like it's fucking NCAA, Caps win the cup. I think I stopped being a fan. I just would stop the show. It's not going to.
That's when we start burning Capitals gear in our backyards.
No, here's the thing: is we have to wait. We have to wait till the season starts next year to make sure when the banner goes up to make sure this wasn't all a dream and it's not taken away.
Yes. They don't come back at the last minute and go, wait a minute.
It's going to be an even more stressful 3 months after the Caps win the Stanley Cup, because we're not going to sure if they're going to take it away or not, or if they're going to go in a lockout, and then that's when we get fucked.
Yeah. Anyway, on that happy note, I better run. Talk to you next week, guys. Take care.
There he goes. Robertson, SpectorsHockey.net, the PI guard that I got, my hockey trade rumors and sporting news. He's all over the place. Go to at Spectors Hockey on Twitter and get all this stuff. Johnny, shoutouts.
Yes. Shout out to the Stanley Cup playoffs starting tonight. The next 2 weeks are fun to me. When there are games every night, you can watch hockey all the time. And yeah, let's go. I got the inflatable cup behind me. Right there on the front, it says "Let's Go Pens" by some guy. It says "Love Leahy."
I can barely see it. It's so white.
Yeah, underneath of that, it says, "Hey, fuckbag, love you, Jody." Don't even know who Jody is. But
it's Jody.
Actually, I do remember who Jody is.
Oh, is that?
It was Striped Cougar.
Oh my. Oh my.
What else do we have here? Go Jackets. Red Wings still suck.
That's
BD was here.
Hey BD. I love BD.
And then I'm gonna grab the cup real quick.
Please grab the cup, ladies and gentlemen. It's our inflatable Stanley Cup. We've had this for years.
I'm surprised it still holds air.
I'm surprised we still have it and it didn't get lost at any transport.
And then we have Greg Wyshynski. He said that the poop goes here.
By Baby Draper.
Yeah. Thank you, Greg.
You should take a picture of that, put it on Twitter, and tag him, and say the fine word. Yeah.
Or take a picture of the actual cup and then be like, "Where does the poop go?" and tag Wyshynski.
Perfect. I love it. That's better.
I'm gonna take a picture of it with the Maryland flag and the U.S. flag behind it.
As you should.
Yeah, like it's running for office.
You have to do it from an angle that's upward and.
Yeah, obviously. I know how to take pictures, Scotty.
Hey, I know. I'm just saying.
Like part of my 14 jobs.
Now the big question is, if the Caps don't win this year, what's going to happen first? The Caps win a Stanley Cup, or a kid from Maryland wins a Stanley Cup? I think both are equal odds.
Yeah. Obviously. So I think that's all my shout outs. I think I'm good. I'm glad that I pumped this back up earlier in the week. Glad it's holding air still. That's amazing. That thing's like
It's at
that
least
thing has to be 13 years old.
because we took it to Columbus in 2007, so it's at least 11 years old.
Well, Columbus was the first draft we took it to.
So it would be
Right?
11 years, 2007, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
That is one of the best things I've ever bought from the NHL shop.
Until you buy that NHL award shirt, and then that will be the best thing you bought.
True story. I hope can you get specific NHL award shirts? Can I get one specifically for the Mark Messier Leadership Award?
Oh, they should. They should make that. They don't, but they should.
They're missing a gold mine.
They are. That's fantastic. Problem is that would actually make them keep it. That's the only problem is if we influence
That's true.
them. So it's
Because
really...
they sold one shirt in 17 years.
Exactly. Oh my. All right.
All right.
Shout out to the old school hockey cards. Shout out to Fortune Cookies. Shout out to a diss to the new WWE belts because they're not the styrofoam backing. Shout out to album came out, Sister Cities by the Wonder Years. Great album. You guys should check it out. And shout out to Byron Defoe. Actually, no, Ally Afraidy. As my Ally Afraidy years passed. Next time I see you, I will be in the lovely Andy Moe gauge.
Ooh.
So don't sleep on it just yet. That's it. That's all. For Johnny P. Mark with a C, I'm Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com. blogtalkradio.com/Face Off Hockey Show is where you can get the audio only. iTunes, Spreaker, everything. You subscribe. Tell people to subscribe. You know what? Tell people to join our Patreon if you want to go join our Patreon. Be like Brian and Damon and Mark and Trista and Sean and Angela and Matthew and Mitch and Ethan and Chris. You guys help us put the money into you help me buy a lot of fortune cookies for the bit and also travel plans and stuff like that for draft shows and all that. But patreon.com/Face Off Hockey Show is where it's at. Facebook /FOHS Radio, Twitter, Face Off HCKY Show. Until next week, guys. Peace.
Seconds in time, yes, life is not fair, man. You don't compare, take the right from the wrong, and still stay strong. Things are going fine till that one day. Things are going fine till that one day. Things are going fine till that one day. Things are going fine till that one.